Hi, right, welcome back. We're on with the blue MG. That's what I was doing. I was going to say black, but I'm using black primer, so that's what's doing it for me. Although we've just got to change it, so we're running out. So just got to swap it over quickly. So welcome back. Apologies about the lack of content. As I've said about 15 times, and man down, trying to get as much as I can done. I haven't had time to film, so but we are getting somewhere slowly, so everything's taking a bit longer than I wanted it to do, but it's starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel now, so that's good. So basically, another new tin of primer there we go. Yeah, so basically we've got blue MG, there we go, MGB in it's in the boot. It's already masked up. We've done the filler work, we've done the gaps, we've fitted everything that's staying on is on. Basically I'm going to prime, or you'll see the prime the shell and the bonnet. The bonnet might need a revisit anyway. It's a little bit out of shape, so we're going to prime it anyway, give it a good blocking, see where we are, and we might need to sort of revisit that. Worst case is we'll use a spray filler, a polyester spray filler, give it a couple of coats of that, give it a good blocking. We're hoping, it's not far away, we're hoping the primer will get it up. You can't be, because of the nature of how they're built, you can't just be wailing on it with a big bonnet, with a big, God, I'm not with it, am I? You can't just be wailing on it with a big block, should I say. You have to be somewhat careful with it. So I'll give that primer a mix. I think I've shown you these before. So if you had the really big scheme, it would have mixers already on for them, but we ain't got them at the minute. We're just on water, I think. I don't know about these actually. I don't know if they go on their own scheme or on the. Anyway, doesn't matter, does it? Waffling. So yeah, so just mixing this up quick, get that done. We'll get this organised, spin you back round so you can see what we're doing. Hopefully you can see me pop. So now that's connected, pick that up. Gonna want quite a bit. There we go. I'm going to mix quite a bit in here, and then I'll just pour it in into the gun afterwards, like. Okay, that's taking its turn. Right. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Well, that took longer than expected, so I do apologise for that. There we go. Pop that back up there. Well, that was horrendous, wasn't it, really? We just watched primer being poured in a cup, haven't we? That's not good, is it? Right, so what we'll do is we'll get the hardener organised, get the thinners organised. For anybody that's interested in the technical stuff, it's mipa 4+1 high build with a H5 hardener, and we use the V25 reducer if you're in America, thinners if you're in this country, the UK. So it's a 4:1 with the hardener, and then whatever you really need with your thinners. Really, most people do 10-20%. I do have these charts. I think I'll show you quickly anyway. I've shown you before. So you tend to kind of know what you need by how it looks. What do you call it? Viscosity. There's a posh word for you this week. So you tend to know how it looks, but you can weigh it out if you want to and get it absolutely bang on. If we're using the wet and wet, I tend to weigh it out just so we know it's going to be nice and dry as per data sheet. The primer's always 4 + 1 + 20% really. That's what I normally do. Right, so I'll get that organised and I'll be back with you. Right, back again. So we're in the booth now, booth's running, that's what that noise is. And in fact, I've still forgotten now actually after all that. 1 second. Come out of the booth, find some other bits and pieces. Right, there we go. Ooh, can't you tell I'm a cameraman, mate? Right, so what we've done, there's a couple of rub throughs in the epoxy, so we've just used an aerosol surface and primer, if you like, Pro XL one, just to basically get any rub throughs of metal or anything like that. So we used the high build primer. It will stick to a little bit of bare metal, but it's not designed for the job. So we use that, which is designed to go on, and then we can put our high build on top of that. So we'll show you around the car. So you can see. We didn't actually do too bad. There's not a lot of filler work in this, which is good considering. There's a bit on the quarter over there. This side was new anyway. Yeah, so it's all been pretty good, to be honest. It's just been a bit of a pain to get the front end squared up. So now we've got all that on. Bolted up with matching bolts as well. It's courtesy of the customer, so thank you very much. People that have these wings, I've seen them in the past. They'll have different bolts in them and stuff like that, and when you pop the bonnet, they're right in the view and you can see a different bonnet, a different nut or a different bolt or a different washer, and it messes with my OCD problem, so it's always nice when they're all matching. So I thought somebody was here then. Right, so what we'll do is we'll get some primer on. I haven't got my tripod in, so I'm wandering around with you on here all over the place. I've got this little tiny tripod GoPro thing, so I'll put that in the corner. See if you can see somewhere, hopefully. Again, I'll just show you the first coat, and then we are going to put about 3 layers on this, so we've got plenty to be blocking back to. I'll get set up and then we'll get back. back again. Both off now. You should be able to hear me a bit better now, hopefully. Completely different car, MG. So you see it's all black now. Started to look like the Batman car again. So for those that have watched my previous videos, this might look very similar. The last MG we did was like more purple. It was plum something, or I can't remember what it's called now. This one's going teal blue, so we're treating it the same as regards its ground coat, which is why we're using the black primer. Once that's flatted, that will go more dark grey, which is better for me to put the colour over. So we're going to give that bonnet a good scrub, a good block. Probably will reprime it anyway when I prime the doors, because we haven't done the doors yet. I was trying to get the shell somewhat painted, and then the shell can go in the back room, and then once we get all the little bits and pieces painted, they can be painted and then put back on. So we're not far now, so that's good. A light at the end of the tunnel, I think I said earlier, didn't I? So yeah, the next MG we're doing is a Roadster. That one's red. The lighter red, not the darker red. But we'll go through that one once it arrives. It's not coming for a while. I've had to put everything back quite a bit anyway. As regards videos are concerned, it might be a month away. So, but we've had to put them back quite a bit, move everybody back, because I've told you about a million times now, I think, being a man down, it's sort of ruined the flow a little bit. So it's a bit, we couldn't get what we wanted done as quickly as we wanted it done. So we've had to move everybody back at least a month. Sometimes 2 months in some cases. So we'll get them done, and then hopefully we'll start seeing some colour go on this MG, so the customer will be pleased. Although he's in no rush, and he keeps telling me he's in no rush, which is very good, very nice of him. I want it painted and out of the way, so we've got lots of other stuff that we need to be getting on with as well. The workshop isn't big enough for, it would be nice to put it to one side and then carry on with some other bits, but then there's something called body shop jail. You never tell a body shop, no rush. Because some body shop, well, a lot of body shops will take that as gospel. It gets put in the back, and sometimes it's sat there for a year or two, and if not more in some cases. So, which is why I don't do that, and I always try and push as much as we can, as quickly as we can, within reason. We still need to keep things ticking over, cash flow wise, and as well as just day-to-day business wise, to be honest with you. We can't always be on like one big vehicle at a time. We have to do smaller stuff and some bigger stuff, and vice versa, that type of thing. If we had a workshop twice the size and twice the footprint, we could maybe set up quite a few more on the go at the same time and then keep dropping on them. That might work, but we don't have the space for that. So when we get something in, we have to get it done, and within reason anyway, get it done and get it out. So but anyway, that's enough waffling. Appreciate you being patient. I see there's some more subscribers, so that was very nice of you, thank you. And if you're interested, don't forget to like the video. Appreciate that, helps the channel grow apparently. Like, share and subscribe and all that wonderful stuff that people say. Once we get a bit more organised, we will do a few more in-depth videos again, because that I had a lot of messages about a couple I've done and it seems people did appreciate that, so that's something I can do once we move forward a little bit and get a couple of bits more organised. So anyway, I'm waffling, so I'll be back soon with hopefully MG or Transporter, whichever way around, whichever bit's ready for the next bit. I know what I mean. See you again, thanks for watching, bye for now.